We have gotten a ton of questions from readers like you about tariffs. Let's go through a few of them to try to answer them. This one's from Michael. The U.S. presently has the best economy in the world. I understand the concern of offshoring steel and critical electronics, but why are we putting tariffs on some of the poorest countries in the world? Great question. I think the answer that the Trump administration would give is probably China. The last time the Trump administration imposed tariffs on China, a lot of Chinese companies moved their operations to countries like Vietnam and Cambodia to produce things there and then send them to the U.S. with lower tariffs. This time around, they're trying to apply the tariffs more broadly to try to box in China. That's one of the main reasons. The other thing is there's just these trade deficits, which President Trump is obsessed about, and he doesn't really care if the country is rich or poor. He just wants to level them out. The next question comes from Spencer. Why does the Trump administration keep saying other countries will be paying for the tariff? Isn't it the case that American buyers of foreign goods will be bearing the cost? Yeah, that's mostly right. When a tariff is imposed, it's the importer who's paying the tariff. That said, there's always going to be a negotiation between the person who's buying the good and the company overseas that's making it. If you're in the US and you're saying to your supplier in Europe, hey, this now costs me 20% more, I'm not going to buy it. The company in Europe will say, well, okay, we'll cut the price 10%. The buyer in the US is still paying the tariff, but they're going to be able to charge a little bit less than they would have otherwise. Either way, most of the cost, yes, is going to be bared by the US consumer, but there is some give in that companies can accept lower profit margins. Next question comes from Michelle. Won't business be reluctant to invest in new manufacturing in the US, knowing that profits depend on protectionist tariffs, and that eventually a Democratic president will remove them? It's a great point. And a lot of businesses right now are saying, yeah, we'll move production to the US, but we need certainty. We don't know what's going on. What if in 4 years there's a Democratic president who undoes them or makes them higher or makes them lower? Tariffs create a lot of uncertainty, and that's causing businesses to basically stand still and not do anything. These were really great questions. Please keep them coming. We'd love to answer them. Thanks.